So short man syndrome, now an officially recognized condition. There were researchers in Australia, and they studied it, and they said that shorter dudes are more jealous and competitive due to their height. It's Y101, Adam and Allison. What does that make you feel, Allison?
I think it's absolutely real. I know you don't want to hear it
not.
because you are on the shorter side of things.
5'8" on a good day.
But I think it's absolutely real. It doesn't mean that every single short guy is going to have short guy syndrome. It's just all the guys who feel like they need to compensate for something.
Okay, but have you ever witnessed a behavior that a shorter guy did that is exclusive to short guys? Or could a tall guy do the behavior too, and you would just call him a jerk? Because that is my whole argument. There are jerks and there are not jerks in this world. It has nothing to do with how tall they are.
No, I think it is real, and you're going to hate this, but because like my dog Sealy absolutely has small dog syndrome.
We're talking about apples and pork tenderloin. Like, that is not even remotely the same. We're talking about humans having short man syndrome, and you're like, well, my evidence is my dog Sealy, my Pomeranian Sealy. He has short man syndrome. He doesn't even have his NUTs anymore.
No!
Gosh.
No, but I think it is real. I think he feels like around big dogs, he's got to compensate for his small stature sometimes. And I think
crazy.
Short guys are like that, especially when it comes to dating. I have seen short guys not only be a lot more aggressive as far as like talking to girls, but also they're the ones who typically get mad if they get shut down and want to blame the girl.
Well, I am not claiming to have short man syndrome at all because I'm not aggressive. I am not all that competitive, and I'm not jealous. I'm none of those things.
I think you only have a small portion.
That was rude.
Short man syndrome.
Unacceptable. I'm not going to tolerate
No, but
it.
I mean, like, you only have a few of the symptoms. Like, you're very argumentative. You love.
I would be just as argumentative if I was 6 feet
I
tall.
don't think you would. I don't think you would be as argumentative.
I know, because I argue with my brothers who are of normal height all the time.
But because you have to compete with them. That's how you compete with your brothers who are normal sized, is you argue, you bicker.
Skye says, just claim short king status, bro. No, I hate that term, short king. I really don't like that term, short king. I'm not a fan of it. Thank you, though, Skye. I appreciate the suggestion. Talking about how short man syndrome is now considered an official condition. And I think that that's a load of malarkey, if you will, because I think short guys can be jerks and tall guys can be jerks, but tall guys aren't going to get labeled as having short man syndrome. Only short guys are. It's like they're just a jerk. That's it. Sarah, do you agree with that?
Yeah, it's just an excuse to be a butthead. Sorry, I'm trying to use non-vulgar language here.
Butthead, totally appropriate. Yeah, that's what I think. I think you could be a tall jerk and you could be a short jerk, but that doesn't mean you have a syndrome. It means you're a jerk.
Well, that's because we're in a generation where there are new terms for everything. So now there's a term for that. I'm learning terms out the wazoo. I don't even know what to do with them.
So Sarah, how tall is your husband?
5'9". I say that with a question mark.
Bravo, Sarah. Bravo. Great job. Does he exhibit any symptoms of being a short man syndrome guy?
I don't even know what the heck that means.
Well, if the experts are, thank you, Sarah, by the way. The experts are saying that it shows that shorter men feel the need to prove themselves against taller rivals to compensate for their short height. So they're more jealous and more competitive. And that is totally all about their height. I do not buy it.
I have been going back and forth because we've been getting some nice texts on the text line, and this is totally going to derail that. So I'm debating whether to bring this up or not, but I'm just going to say it. I think the men that are most likely to have full-blown short man syndrome are the fit short men. You
know what? I don't take offense to that because honestly, like, if all I had to be embarrassed about physically was my height, maybe I would be. Maybe I would be like, oh yeah, it's a thing, and I feel more competitive. But I'm way more ashamed of my moves than my height.
But yeah, I feel like
they're what's dragging me down.
I feel like it's the guys who are like the short little guys who are in the gym all the time. They have all this extra testosterone running around in their bodies. They don't know what to do with it, so they just take it out on everyone else because they're these like short little attack dogs.
Skye said, I dated a short king for a little bit, and he was a really good rollerblader, probably because he had a compact frame. He was 4 inches shorter than me, and I'm kind of with you, Adam. It doesn't need the syndrome title.
Yeah, that might be a little mean. MJ trying to be really, really nice about this. She says, on the other side of the spectrum, I've noticed shorter guys usually have the best personalities. They're funny, charismatic, life of the parties. They find a way to stand out in a good way.
Then why did somebody tell me one time, you sound way taller on the radio? Because I was thinking those are all like kind of my characteristics. I think I'm funny. I think I have some of those things, but I supposedly sound taller. Kroger Chris says it's real. And I got questions for Linda. She says, I have short woman syndrome, but that's more of a warning than a syndrome. What does short woman syndrome mean? What are those symptoms all
I
about?
think if you're going to date a short lady, she is going to be fiery. Like, if you don't speak up, she will.
Adam and Allison in the morning.